OrthoAthletes have revolutionized the game once again. Through their amazing app, you can find the top doctors in the entire state. You were the MVP on the field. Now you'll be the most valuable patient off the field. OrthoAthletes treats you like a 5-star. Download the app now and use the same doctors as professionals.
Welcome back to the Utah Preps Podcast. I am your host, Moose Bingham, and we're talking about speed backs today. It's some of my favorite positions. The guys that rush, the guys that block, the guys that get the touchdowns and do everything else on the field. Speed backs are what make the engine churn. So if you're here ready to see the top 10 speed backs in the state of Utah, sit down, get your popcorn, because this is the Utah Preps Podcast. Starting out with number 10, Isaac Fenua, 5'10", coming out of Lone Peak. Isaac has shown that he has the ability to be great with multiple 100-yard games and 5 touchdowns as a junior. He just needs to be more consistent, and he will have that opportunity at Lone Peak this next year. He's got a talented O-line in front of him. He has a plethora of speed, and he, with the right blocking, can shoot through almost any gap. He's also a solid returner as well. He has a quick burst, and his change of direction is very intriguing. He is patient with his running, and I think he adds a dynamic that Lone Peak didn't quite have last year, and they're going to be a two-headed monster this next year with Isaac. I can't wait to see what Lone Peak does and how they utilize his talents. It's always interesting because we've got a lot of guys switching around. Isaac's one of them, and he's going to be a beast for Lone Peak this next year. Coming in at number 10, we've got Ili Valleti. 5'7", 180 pounds, coming out of Springville. You've got to have a Valleti at Springville. It's almost a rule of thumb now. And this young kid is a total speed back with over 700 yards and 7 touchdowns on the season last year. He's been playing well for a while now. I love how Springville uses him in the Wildcat. They say, hey, we're running the ball, and the defense knows it. We know it. The announcers know it. The coaches know it. But he's still dominating, and he still performs. He does a great job following blockers, and he knows when to cut. That's a skill that a lot of high school kids don't know. They just cut to cut. He knows when to put his foot in the ground and get those extra yards like right there. We've been following him for a long time. He has good balance, and this year, I expect the whole offense of Springville to run through Valleti. He's going to be dominant this next year. Look at that stiff arm. You just love it. Coming in at number 8, we've got Louie Hamilton, 5'11", 185 pounds, coming out of West. Louie is one of the best receiving running backs in the state. His hands could catch heat in an ice storm. They are that good. He is for sure an X factor on what West wants to do. He has some great cutting ability. He can run the ball as well. He's a utility player. You got to get the ball in his hands, and something special is going to happen because he can come out of the slot. He can be that speed back. He can do so many things, but what he does best is he makes coaches look smart because of his skill set, because of what he does on the field, and he is just a great player that is elusive and difficult to tackle. Good luck when you're playing West this year because you have to find the beast from West, Louie Hamilton. At number 7, we've got a sophomore coming in from Rich. And you say, Rich, what? 7? Yeah, this kid is that talented. 5'10", 170 pounds, 2027. Hudson has legit speed. He's a sub 1100. And as a sophomore, that's as rare as finding a diamond in the Great Salt Lake. He looks like he just gets shot out of a cannon. He has great hips, is solid at evading tacklers, and I love how he blocks. He springs his quarterback, and he's just country tough. He's getting started. He should be another hidden gem in Rich. Rich has sent a plethora of kids D1 in the last few years, and Hudson might be the next coming out of 2027. He's a kid that ought not to be trifled with because he is a full package. We just want to see how he develops this next year. At number 6, we've got Andrew Ortiz, 6'1", 185 pounds, coming out of Northridge. 10 touchdowns in a season is just solid. Andrew's probably the most complete back on the list, to be honest with you. He's a receiving threat out of the backfield. He can take short routes to the house. He slips out of the backfield, and he's becoming a problem. He's very, very, very fast. He is the utility knife that every coach wishes they had, and he's going to have a monster season this year. Just watch everything he does and how Northridge utilizes him, and you're like, wow, he's the key that makes this offense go, and he's going to make them go possibly to a region title. They're that talented this year, so I'm excited to see what Andrew Ortiz and the Northridge players do this next year.
Coming in at number 5, we've got Xander Stokes, 5'8", 210 pounds. He's a bowling ball for the 2026 class out of Skyview. 1,300 yards and 14 touchdowns. Sheesh! Skyview was on a tear last year until they tripped up before getting to the turf. And the main reason for that was Xander. He was Mr. Consistent. He's built like a big back with the speed and vision of a speed back. He's a kind of Michael Turner with a mean stiff arm. You love to watch what's going on with him. He has good vision and burst. He's effective in how he plays. He's worth a trip up north. I mean, this is a kid that you want to go see, and he's going to make your team better, especially if you're a college. Don't get scared of his height. He is that Darren Sproles type guy that's going to be behind the offensive line, and whoop, all of a sudden, he's going to do some magical things. That's why you need Xander Stokes on your radar for this next year. At number 4, we've got Eli Warner. Of course, we've got a Warner on this list. He's 5'11", 170 pounds. What I like about that, he's got some room to grow. 2026 coming out of Park City, he was averaging 8.2 yards a carry. We haven't seen that since my grandpa was dominating in Colville. And over 25 touchdowns. Like, seriously, this kid is not human. Speed is legit with a 10.8 100-meter dash. That's real speed. He is not stoppable. Seriously. He is an immovable object, and he is the man. He could be a legit receiver as well. I love watching guys take bad angles and disrespecting his speed. If you want to have some fun, go watch number 5 tear it up for Park City, because he is the absolute truth. Just a kid that can get her done. I love watching Eli Warner. And if he's number 3, can you imagine who's at number 4? Can you imagine who's at number 3? We've got, of course, Devon Ekka, 5'11", 190 pounds, 2026, coming out of Lehigh. And I am criminally underrating this kid. Devon is amazing. I just want Devon to get over that 1,000 rushing yard mark, and it's driving me nuts. But if it's driving me nuts, imagine how he's feeling about it. I bet it's eating him alive. I know Coach Larson considers passing in the flats to be runs, but Devon is sitting at 968 yards, and he's dying. He does a solid job catching the job, getting over 10 yards a catch. He has put on fantastic weight this year. He's going to make everyone he's going to be running behind quite possibly the best line in the state this next year. He has great speed. He has great vision. He is a very complete back. He does it all. I want to see him pop off in big games, and they're going to rely a lot on him this next year. Devon's a kid that could go for the 2,000 yard mark. He does everything. As you see in that clip right there, Devon is just getting started. At number 2, we've got Dyson Parker. If you're like, Devon's number 3, who's number 2? Dyson Parker, 5'9", 175 pounds, coming out of Weaver. Dyson had 2,400 all-purpose yards, 17 total touchdowns. He did it on the ground, in the air. He passed a little bit as well. We need to get him a kickoff return for a touchdown, but that's besides the point. His vision and speed is what separates him from everyone else on this list. He's a tough runner between the tackles, and he was the heart and soul of Weber. When they lost a lot of talent, he had a magical junior year, and I think he can be even better this next year. He is a guy that Weber relies on and does everything right. Look at him in the slot right here. You have a one-on-one matchup, you have a none-on-one. He'll climb the ladder, he'll get that ball. Dyson Parker gets it done on every facet of the game. And you think you've got an angle on him? Whoop! You do not. He is the truth. So can't wait to see what Dyson does this next year. And our number one running back, Siak Fatoa, 5'8", 180 pounds, out of Bountiful. Siak is the most feared 5'8" person since Darren Sproles. He carried his team to a state title through broken arm, broken everything, through so many injuries. And he's so quick. His burst is fantastic. It's disgusting. He's a problem in the passing game. And he's good enough he could be split out the whole game and just pulls away from defenders. Whoever gets this kid at the end of the day is going to get an absolute steal. And look at that. He can block too. He does it all. Siak is a kid, you can put him on any roster, any team, and he's going to make everyone better. If you're looking for some phenomenal film, Siak's got it for you. It doesn't matter if it's 1A through 6A, 7A, 8A. Siak is going to go to college, and he's going to make people rule the day. You look at him kind of like a Jalen Warren, who was under-recruited, undervalued, and then he goes to Snow College, becomes an All-American, goes to Oklahoma State, goes to Utah State, goes to Oklahoma State, and now is a running back for the Steelers. Siak Fatoa is that same thought process, same kid, and he's a dude. He doesn't care if he's got the right shoes. He doesn't care anything. He just cares about running over you, getting the touchdown, and getting your done. So make sure you tune into all of our other lists. We've got a ton of guys that you guys can rate. If you want to hear the full list, tune in to the Utah Preps podcast. We'll get that recorded for you. And know that this is Moose Bingham on the Utah Preps podcast. Make sure to support me on all my other channels and get yourself a recruiting for parents as well. Have a great one. We love you. And congratulations to our top players on the list, especially number one, Siak Fatoa.